Today on Transformation, we're talking about the importance of our feelings and how they can provide a foundation for powerful transformation in our life. And one of the ways to awaken ourselves to our feelings is the feeling of wonder and imagination. And who better to talk about this and help open us up is my friend Chris Valentine, who's a big heart, basically. He's so heartfelt that he's able to see these non-physical realities that often we see as children, and to hear some of the stories of the gnomes and the fairies and the sprites in there as well?
Sprites are in the third and fourth book. Those are water nature spirits, and we have salamanders, which are fire nature spirits.
So tell me about those. What are their roles? We learned that the little gnomes, that they're in the kitchens and they're telling you to keep it clean, and they're giving you little presents as a sign that you're not alone in this universe. You know, even for me, I'm sure there's some little gnome or somebody telling me at a certain point to look at the clock. Because whenever I'm feeling a little insecure or doubting that something good is going to happen and feeling stressed, that means I'm disconnected from being clean in terms of my authentic self, and I'm on my path. My mind is sort of going off into the world of believing what's not true and being afraid or anxious or worried. Something happens right at that moment. Unconsciously, I just look, and I look at my digital clocks, which are around the different house or in my car or whatever, and the numbers always line up. It will be like 11:11. Sometimes when I'm distressed, I'll go into my bedroom exactly 11:11 to go to sleep, or sometimes 11:01, or sometimes 12:28, which is my birthday, 1951, the year I was born. You know, these numbers will pop out, and it's the only time I look at clocks, because I don't wear a watch or anything, but I'll just kind of look at my car clock or look at the clock in my bedroom, and it'll be digital, and it'll exactly have these sort of 22, 22, not that one, but 12:12 would be another one. So, but they're significant numbers to me, and often sometimes 1, 2, 3, 4. How do we get those urges? How does it happen? Well, it may be little gnomes are saying, hey, here's a little present. I'm going to remind you that you're not alone in this world, and that you are loved and that you are supported. Because ultimately, the greatest pain that I felt in people deep down inside is two things. The masculine side of each of us, male or female. Do I matter? Do I make a difference? And the other side of us is, am I alone? Or am I loved and supported? So when we start to feel that we're all alone and there's nobody there for us, it's massive pain. Or if we start to feel that nobody needs us. One of my I have lots of guided visualizations to help people heal and understand their inner child and transform the inner child. And then those guided visualizations, one of the messages I almost always say when I'm resolving it and helping people come back to present is, in this moment, know that you are not alone and that you are needed in this world. Two very important messages. We're never alone. We are always, the support is always around us in many different realities. And we do make a difference. And how do we know we make a difference? Because we are needed. Somebody somewhere always needs who we are and what we have to offer. And these little gnomes and fairies and sprites and salamanders, whatever that is, they help to remind us sometimes when they're our friends. So tell us some more.
Well, that's right, John, and we are never alone. They're all around us. And the thing about nature spirits is that they live very, very long lives. They could live hundreds to thousands of years. And because we do live life after life, they're with us in many of our past lives. And so they know what will make us happy. They know, say for instance, you wanted to go somewhere, why don't you just do it? Why don't you just do it? If that'll make you happy.
Just kind of like, go, do it. All right, I'll do it.
Look at the clock, and that's giving you signs from spirit as well.
That's right.
And nature spirits also are very good with working with energy, and so they can help you in many different ways. Leprechauns are very, very good at it, as well as gnomes. But I have an example where we were going to go on a tour, and speaking somewhere around the country, and we had 3 things broken in the house. We had a fan that was not working, a ceiling fan, jacuzzi outside, and the car air conditioner just stopped working. And that's really bad when it's hot out and you need air. So we thought, why don't we ask the nature spirits to help us out with this, because they like to fix things. We went on the tour, we got back, get to the airport, the car air conditioner is working again. We get back home, the ceiling fan, we tried everything. We turned all the switches, checked the box downstairs, put in, whatever we could to find out what was going on, and miraculously it turned on. And
this is so great. I just have to share, because I don't know if we have time for me to share this whole story. My wife thinks I'm some kind of electrical whiz. When the computer doesn't work, she says, John, I don't know what to do with it. And I just go and just repeat a few things, and then it works. And she thinks, wow, he knows so much. I must have some leprechauns with me there.
I think you do.
And I remember lots of things as a guy. My daughters all come to me, Dad, will you fix this? And sometimes I kind of just bang it. Bang, bang, and then it worked. So they all think I have this power. It must be my little helpers there.
Yeah.
Who is it that's got the hammer? Is that the gnomes?
That's the gnomes.
They must be helping me fix things I need to bang.
They are, and you know, the way they fix things, it's not that they go to ITT Institute and they figure out how to fix computers. It's that they know what the original state is supposed to look like, and all they're doing is bringing it back to that original state again.
Yes, strengthening the awareness, the reality of the original state. You know, part of the healing the body. You know, I've seen just miraculous things in helping people become healthier when they were sick, and part of that is we can talk about in terms of a DNA imprint, or you can talk about it as an etheric body. The etheric body, when you get your arm cut off, it's still there. And also when you get sick, the etheric body knows the way the body's supposed to be made because it's there before the body. It brings forth the intelligence to make the body. And the more we can connect with the subtle, more relaxed energies, the more this physical body is able to bring in the wisdom of the etheric body, and the body can heal itself. But people that are so in negative frequency and either fear or distrust or unhappiness or sacrifice and all that kind of stuck energy, they can't bring in the intelligence and the actual energy to regenerate the body. And once again, it's the youthfulness that helps us connect back to where we were one with everything before we started to separate. And that then helps us make our journey back to realize that we are unique and different, and we're also one. We are of the heaven and we are of the earth. As we rise to the heaven and have experience of the rational, reasonable world, the power of manifestation comes as we're now able to bring that back down into the lower part of our body, the grounded part of our body, the earth part of our body. And that's why sex and good relationships is so important. There's nothing more primal and basic to survival in the physical world. What creates the physical world is this sex, and everything that's alive came from sex. So I don't want to say it too many times, but basically, I must have not had sex for a few days. But it comes down through the heart, which is filled with love. And then from there, it manifests. And as you're having regular sex, with someone you love, you're able to bring that energy into the physical realm, and your body is healthier. And as I mentioned over and over, people need to know that people who have regular sex live longer and have less diseases. And this is, like living over 50, the whole group that makes it past 50, the people that are having regular sex live twice as long on average as the other people. So one of my friends who's 70, when his wife's not in the mood, he says, honey, it's your choice. Do you want me around for long or not? And she's okay, I'll keep you here. Anyway, if we have time, a few more stories of what they do.
Speaking on health, they do help us with our health as well.
Is there a particular kind, or is it they all do?
Well, gnomes are really interested in helping with our health. Nature spirits are made of etheric energy, and we all have an etheric aura that's also known as our health aura. So they can work with us, they can help heal our energy, they can remove negativity from us. I also had an instance where I had...
Let me emphasize, when you say remove negative energy, what is negative energy? And I will do a whole show on this because this is so key. But when we say negative energy, really what all energy is divine, and energy can't become less, it can't be more, it just takes different forms. And when energy is blocked, let's say I have the energy to do something, to believe in myself and do something wonderful. For me as an author, I'm going to sit down and write a book. A lot of energy comes through. But if I suddenly have a belief that says, oh, I can't do it, or nobody will like it, so I'm not going to do it, then I wanted it, I called forth the energy, and now my beliefs stop it. That's called blocked energy. Whenever you're not loving, you have blocked energy, and that causes tension in your body, neck aches, heart pain, pressure, suffering. All that is the divine energy, the life force, in some way is blocked because we're not allowing it to flow through us. And so one of the ways to actually help people heal is roses. And I'm sure they're involved in this, but when roses are around, roses will actually absorb blocked energy, which we can call negative energy, but actually it's just blocked energy. And if they're cut roses, they need that energy more. So that blocked energy goes into the flower and they start to open. And they will start to bloom more. Why is it that for centuries, for all throughout history, when people are sick, what do we bring them? We bring them flowers. And the flowers actually absorb the blocked energy in the room, and they use it to grow, and they transmute it, they transform it, and we are now feeling better. So hence, when your wife or girlfriend is stressed, bring her some flowers. I make sure that we always have fresh flowers in our home because they just help to make it beautiful. They uplift spirits, and that uplift our spirit. And now I know they're actually bringing in the nature spirits as well to uplift us.
And instead of getting cut flowers, which is a fantastic idea, what do we also do when we feel bad? We go out in nature, and don't we feel so much better? Go out into the garden. Walk along the sea. People say they feel so much better after they walk along the sea. And don't we all have those visions?
Yes, everybody does.
Wants
Returning back to nature is one of the most powerful ways that not only can we reconnect with the childlike healing part of us, but it's a way that we can just dramatically lower stress and take that time to come back to who we truly are. So there's a lot of different journeys back, and I hope today was very inspiring and informative, because when you're out in nature, everybody's noticing and they're conspiring to make you happier and healthier. We'll see you again on Transformation.